Hi, everybody. It's me, Becky, Youth Services Librarian at the Longview Public Library. And in this video today, I'm going to be showing you how to use OverDrive with your student eCard. Now, thanks to a really great partnership we have with the Longview School District and with Three Rivers Christian School, all of the Longview School District students and middle and high school students at Three Rivers Christian can access our online library services using their student ID numbers as a library card number. And this is separate and potentially in addition to any library card that you have signed up for with like your parents in the library. So for the Longview School District students, this is a 6-digit student ID number, and for the Three Rivers Christian students, it's a 5-digit student ID number. So to get started, you'll need to go to our library website, which is longviewlibrary.org. Here we are here on the home page, and go on our menu here where it says 24/7 e-library. Now, there are several different online resources that you can use your student e-card with. Today we're just going to be focusing on OverDrive. So I'm going to click on OverDrive there, and it takes us to this page. So this up here says Washington Anytime Library. This is the name of the state consortium that we're a part of that gives us access to OverDrive. And OverDrive is the name of the company that provides libraries with this access to ebooks and downloadable audiobooks. So first thing I recommend you do is click on the sign in button here. You'll need to select Longview Public Library from this drop-down menu because we are part of this bigger consortium. Here we are. And then put your card number, your student ID number in. So I set up a test account with a really generic library card number and have a PIN as well. You guys will all be set up with a generic PIN, and you can get that information from your school. And then I hit sign in. Okay. Now, before we get to browsing, I wanted to show you some features under my account. I'll just start with loans here. So when you look at your loans, if I had any titles checked out, they would be showing here. It shows that I can borrow 5 titles at a time. Under holds, I don't have any titles on hold, but I can place up to 8 holds at a time. And the way that OverDrive works is that we have like a limited number of digital copies of items. So if all of the digital copies are out of a book that you want, you will have to place a hold as though it was a physical copy like in the library. You can also maintain a wish list of up to 5,000 different titles if you'd like to, which is kind of a cool way to keep track of series that you're reading or to set a TBR. You can rate titles and choose to have those ratings saved in your account. And then under settings here, you can choose different lending periods. So you can borrow an ebook for up to 21 days. Or 14 or 7, and that's you can choose the defaults for those checkout periods. What's nice about having a shorter time is that it clears your account faster for checking out more things because you can have 5 at a time, but there's no like monthly limit in OverDrive. You can also manually return things, though too you don't have to wait for the lending period to be over. You can choose to display your borrowing history here if you want to by checking this box. And you can choose here whether you just want to see juvenile or children's materials, young adult, adult. If you click on this preference, this is what's going to come up on your home screen instead of the main home screen, which is an all audiences home screen. There's also some display options you can choose down here. A high contrast mode for this website, which makes it look like this, and a dyslexic font option, which is really nice. Okay, so I did save it for a juvenile and young adult audience. So now when I click back to my home page, it does look a little bit different because it's just featuring those titles for kids and young adults. So there's a couple different things that you can do here. You can click on subjects at the top and browse by different genres. We have quite a few comic and graphic novels on here, which is fun. This is brand new. Maybe I'll put it on hold. So when you choose to place an item on hold, so like this says there's a wait list, so it's not available right now. But if I put it on hold, it's going to want an email address so it can notify me when it is available. Now, if you use a Longview School District email address, OverDrive will not be able to send you an email. So you need to use like your parents' email address or an email address that you might have that's separate from your school email address. So it says I have hold number 5 on this copy of this book, and here's some books it recommends if I want something right now, but I'm fine waiting. So these up here will say if it's available or not. And this down here will show that this is an ebook. This is the new I Survived graphic novels. And this down here says if it's an audiobook. This is a new book too that looks really good. What's cool is you can listen to a sample of the audiobook too before you check it out or put it on hold to see if that you like the reader who reads it for you, which is a feature that I like. Okay. Also under collections up here, there's different, this list is for crisis topics. There's lots of lists that are curated by the staff at the State Library, which is really a fun way to explore different things. Let's see, like this list under audiobooks says Family Road Trip audiobooks. Good for the whole family, which is fun. Here on the left, when you're browsing too, if you only want to look at titles that are available right now and not anything that you'd have to put on hold, you can choose available now instead. And you can also narrow your browsing by using these different categories here on the side. If you were looking for like Lexile levels, for example, too, those are also here on the side. One thing I also wanted to point out is these read-along books under collections. So these read-aloud books have a narration that goes along with the text of the book. So this is so I choose this Penny and Her Marble, and I'm going to borrow it so I can show you what it looks like. I'm going to just choose to borrow it for 7 days. And I can read it now in the browser as a read-along ebook. So if you're listening to an audiobook, it's just going to be the audio that you're listening to. There's no book to read as well, but these read-alongs have both of those things. So I can click Start Narration right here.
Harper Children's Audio presents Penny and Her Marble by Kevin Henkes. Performed by Cynthia Nixon.
And that actress will read you the whole book and you can read along. So that's pretty fun. You can just close that. Go back to where I was, go back to my kids page. And let's see. Let me see if I can check out a different book and show you what that looks like. Let's do Saturday by Ogimura. This is a picture book. I'm going to check it out here for 7 days. And if you have a Kindle, you can read it on your Kindle. If you click this button, it'll ask for your like login information that's associated with your Kindle. So it sends it to Amazon, and Amazon sends it to your Kindle. You can also just read it now in your browser. Libby OverDrive also has an app called Libby that I'll be showing you that works really, really well on a tablet or a smartphone. So this is it. Saturday. This is published by Little Brown. Okay. So over here, is there anything else I wanted to show you? Under collections in the kids, there are more fun choices. There's Sasquatch nominees. And this is a state award, a student chosen state award. This list exists for you. So like I said, OverDrive has an app called Libby. So if you're searching in the App Store or in Google Play, you can search OverDrive or Libby. Libby is what's going to come up. This is the desktop version of the app, but just to give you a sense of what it looks like. And I am already logged in here. When you're on the app, you see this like little Libby face here. If you click on it, here on the side, it'll help you. You can have multiple different library cards logged into your Libby app at the same time. So if you have different libraries you use or different people who use like the same like e-reader, you can have your different library cards on that app. You can also manage your notifications here. And this is something that is really, really helpful for me, is that they'll send you a push notification when your book is expiring, so you have time to finish it before it goes back, or you can renew it if no one else is waiting for it. It'll tell you when something that you've requested is ready for you to check out in the app, and some other features which are really nice. There's also a help option if you have questions while you're using the app. Other than that, it looks really similarly. Down here at the bottom, I can go to my shelf and it'll show me the things that I have borrowed. There they are. So if you click on shelf here, it'll show you the things that you have borrowed and anything that you have on hold also. You can manage your hold. So if I decided that I wouldn't need it when it comes and I want to wait longer for it, I can suspend my hold. And that way someone else can go ahead of me, but I won't lose my place in line, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that is just a really quick overview of OverDrive and Libby. I hope that's helpful for you guys. If you have any questions about your student eCard or about OverDrive, you feel free to send me an email, and I would be happy to help. So thanks for watching. Bye.